So this was an idea that I had a few years ago after being involved with the law enforcement and military chaplaincy. I saw there was a need to outreach to law enforcement and military members to provide spiritual support and religious support. And back in 2012 is when I founded the Jewish Uniformed Services Association of Maryland. And since then, I've been of assistance to police, fire, and military members. So the Jewish Uniformed Services offers many different programs for our police, fire, and military members. We offer spiritual support and counseling. We offer Shabbat and holiday programs for veterans to get jobs once they come back from theater. And we also offer Jewish cultural training for law enforcement in order to help with the community relations with the Jewish community. For everything that they do for us and the community, this is a way that I try to give back to them.
I remember back April of this year when my uncle was in hospice and he was about ready to pass. We wanted to have prayers said over my uncle, and I reached out to the Uniformed Jewish Services. From my prior contacts with Rabbi Tannenbaum, he came out to the hospice almost immediately and presided over to give blessings over my uncle, who was a retired Baltimore police detective, had served back in the early 60s, 70s, and we wanted to be able to have blessings and prayers for him. And it was very touching where Rabbi Tannenbaum had came out and not only given us blessings but also support to myself during this difficult time in my life. 10 days later, my dad, my uncle's brother, had passed. Remembering back to the incident with my uncle passing less than 10 days earlier, I called Rabbi Tannenbaum. Immediately, he came out and performed the service that afternoon. He was with our family, gave our family support. Later on that evening, my brother and myself and the rabbi had gone to the synagogue to say Kaddish for my father. All through the weeks, even up to today, Rabbi Tannenbaum keeps in contact with me, follows up. We've had several sessions, sometimes where I've reached out to him due to help with grieving with the loss of my dad and my uncle. I can't imagine not having, the support that we had, and also it was no, answering machine or anything like that. It was him picking up the phone at our time of need.
Rabbi Tannenbaum and the Jewish Uniformed Services Association of Maryland have been actively involved with the Jewish war veterans in providing chaplain support for the Department of Maryland, and also in providing services at the Garrison Forest Veterans Cemetery in the Jewish section on Veterans Day and Memorial Day. Many people do not realize the number of Jewish personnel that are in the service, and certainly services of this nature help those personnel in understanding more about Judaism. Very importantly, Rabbi Tannenbaum and the association provide Jewish religious support to the Maryland Army and Air National Guard, which does not have, neither of them has a Jewish chaplain. And in his capacity as a chaplain with the Maryland Defense Force, he serves as a volunteer to provide that support to the National Guard in Maryland. I have certainly been to his home several times where he has hosted various people that from not only the military but from the police department, first responders that have benefited from his services.